I know a lot of you out there, you don't feel good about you. You don't feel good about your life and how you're treating it. You know, I know every single person out there has ambitions. They have goals, they have visions that they want to accomplish to themselves, but most of us fail to do so. And I sincerely believe that in modern day, the problem is not with you. The problem is with the devices that you use. The problem is with the amount of entertainment that you consume each and every day. The amount of unhealthy dopamine that you force yourself to take. And maybe it's none of your fault as well, but I sincerely think that is the root cause of your problems. I felt numb as well. I felt a long time ago that I'm consuming a crazy amount of entertainment each and every day. And every time I sit down, I don't really do anything productive. And my hand automatically reach out to my phone. So then I just keep scrolling. At night I'm gonna keep watching YouTube, Netflix, whatever it is, and I slack off. I rob myself time. Every single moment that you spent distracted, that moment can also be spent to do something better. For example, solving your problem. For example, doing something productive. For example, just doing nothing, just sitting there and thinking about life. This dopamine has three major problems, and one of the largest problem with this is that it robs you from your happiness. You don't really feel happiness. You don't really feel it. You may feel happy in the moment. You may feel a certain amount of dopamine in the moment. But the more and more you use, the more and more entertainment you consume, the more despair you do to your philosophy life and mental life. The more and more you do to your philosophy health and mental health, and possibly physical health as well. One more thing that the second problem is it takes your attention away. It takes your concentration away from the things that you're supposed to do. The third consequence, the third thing I want to talk about is the domino effect of the bad dopamine that you consume. When you consume bad dopamine, instant dopamine, you don't really consume one and you let it go. It's like an infinite loop. You will take up one and one thing leads to another. For example, I woke up late tonight. Why don't I just be unproductive? Why don't I just eat bad? I just ate bad. Why don't I just go to sleep late? And days, it creates an infinite loop that you just simply cannot get out of. If there's anything I want to tell you, then at any single point in time, you can be at any single point in time, you can choose to have wholesome dopamine or toxic dopamine. Toxic dopamine or those entertainment that leads to leads you to have bad mental health. And wholesome dopamine are those that you can wholesome dopamine is what you can use to have good mental health. Things like be the best version of yourself, things like hang out with your friends, watching something, talking about something interesting. Those things can be also wholesome dopamine. And you just have to make a choice. It's either you be the best version of yourself right now, wholesome dopamine, or you be the worst version of yourself for some instant happiness. Those are toxic dopamine.